Welcome here. I want to talk about the topic that feels very alive for me right now. It actually kept me awake earlier this morning. And it is about discovering and exploring my very own craft and style as a young multi-artist. Especially when working free all alone by myself, having no one to answer to. It gives a lot of creative freedom that I truly and deeply enjoy. And I'm so grateful for having it that way. On the other side, it can feel overwhelming sometimes when there's just a lot of inspiration coming and so many ideas and this feeling I want to tend to everything at the same time, explore all the branches that are opening up immediately, just to see how it feels more for me and how I can work and create with that specific medium, craft. Yeah. So what to do when there's just like this abundance of so much inspiration and ideas that want to be explored? So one thing that I keep reminding myself again and again when I'm in this situation is that there is no rush. I am allowed to take my time and I am allowed to express myself, my true self, in a calm and grounded way that is nourishing to me. And then working with that, what comes up mostly, what comes up again and again, an idea that is popping up. Oh, I wanted to do this. And even if it's just like a small thing, these silent, small hints are most of the time very, very potent. And they're so easily to be dismissed, but yeah, just tending to them and listening to the hints around and going for it. And it can feel easier and more comfortable when it is a craft that I am more experienced in, be it for myself, for example, drawing or writing, or also working with textiles and threads, which I love, also painting. But then it can also be helpful to explore new crafts and new ways of working, new materials, new techniques, to just observe myself in this new experience and what comes up from me when I work with that. For example, some month ago in India, I went to a pottery workshop with my sister and my daughter. And I've done pottery before occasionally. I never felt too called to go into it, but yeah, we wanted to go and it was a beautiful experience. Especially my sister and my daughter, they were so into it and enjoying it like deeply. And I felt a bit like, yes, I could really see the beauty in the material and in the work process and how it is something that people can immerse themselves very deeply into. But for myself personally, I felt very clearly and without any drama, I don't have a desire to deepen that. And at first I felt a little bit sad about it, but then also very deeply relieved, because it was like, yeah, just this realization, I don't have to do that also. There are ways of expression that are calling me more, and just by taking one beautiful looking idea that is actually not really fitting to me from my list, it creates more spaciousness and more capacity for myself to focus actually on that, what I want to do, really truly from the bottom of my heart. Similar experience I had then a bit later when I wanted to weave a basket. I just love, working with my hands and creating and learning old handcrafting techniques. And yes, so it was still willow season, and I just felt like, okay, I never made a basket, I want to make a basket by myself. And it became this beautiful, imperfect, weedy basket. And I enjoyed the process. I enjoyed like harvesting the material and preparing it and finding my way to work with it. Just so much appreciation for this process and learning. And at the same time, this calm feeling, okay, I don't need to deepen that. Maybe next year, when there's willow season again, I will make another basket. But I don't have to put that on my list as like a staple craft that I want to engage in more regularly. And again, it felt so relieving. No, good. That is not for me in that sense. Another experience I had with acrylic colors. My sister, my daughter. We had an acrylic session. It was kind of the second session that I had with her, the first proper one that I had with her, where she actually learned to the base colors and to mix them, and what turns out when you mix different colors. And she was so amazed by discovering that, and she had so much fun mixing colors, and she mixed beautiful shapes and gave me all the mixed colors that she made so I could paint with them. A beautiful, playful session, just, channeling creative energy in the moment that was also a bit stuck from the past weeks where we haven't painted anything. So it felt good to let it out. But by the end of the session, I had this feeling again, I don't have any passion for painting with acrylics. I see it's a cool medium and it's easy to work with, and yes, you can go in many different layers and ways of working with it, and it's a whole universe to explore, but it's not for me. Nice. It was actually not a new discovery. I knew it before. I had this realization last year when I started to make my own colors from earth pigments, which I really deeply enjoyed. Just like gathering the materials and having this chemical process of creating my own paint and then working with it on the canvas and experimenting how it's best to use. Very, very beautiful grounding process. Yeah, so acrylics were just not doing that for me anymore. Yeah, but in the past, it was important to do it. Still, in the past weeks, I just had this sticker in my head of like, make a painting, make a painting, make a painting, make a painting. You have acrylic colors, make a painting. Now it's done. And it turned out way different than I expected, and it gave me so much more clarity on my next steps forward, where I want to tend to. Just like clearing out my path of direction as an artist to what is actually really true to me and what is really calling me. And it is important to have these explorations on the way to get to know myself and my art and my style, my way of expression deeper and deeper. And by doing so, discovering patterns that appear for me within me, also in what I create, in whatever craft I'm doing. Be it writing poetry, be it weaving or sewing a skirt, singing a song with my daughter, painting with earth colors, whatever. My very own unique flavor, becoming more and more aware of that and how it is translated in different medias and materials. And also seeing how it is constantly evolving. It's not a fixed thing, my style. It's not like a stamp that I have to print on everything, so it's me. That is not how it's working for me, at least, or how I perceive it. It is this organic flow of creation that naturally moves through me, and the more I allow it to move freely and in a calm environment that feels nourishing to me, the more it is able to unfold and flourish. And what I learn in this process is really to deeper and deeper just enjoy the process. It's never about the outcome. Every form of creation is unfinished, imperfect, and temporary. So there's no need to stress out about it. It is way more important to be present to the process and really truly honor that. That is the sacred practice. And it is forever evolving and unfolding and changing. And that is the beauty in it. That is what it makes it so alive and what is connecting us with our most inner source and the universe that we're living in, which is all one, of course. Well, let me know your thoughts, feelings, opinions on that. Thank you for listening. All the very best for you. Bis bald.